From Drover to Stardom, the incredible journey of Celine Dion. Celine Dion is an unyielding warrior. You may have seen recent footages of her battling with illness. But it's important to know that her journey has been far from easy. From her humble beginning in a poor household to forbidden love, the loss of her loved ones, and constant exposure to nasty rumors and critics. Her life has been more turbulent than one can imagine. When Celine Dion was born on March 30, 1968, her little house in Charlemagne, Quebec was already full. She had 13 older siblings. Her family was so poor that they had to let baby Celine sleep in a drawer instead of a crib because they couldn't afford to buy one. At the age of 5, poor Celine was backed into by a truck. She was left unconscious for a number of days after being hit. Her tiny skull was fractured and she was completely knocked out. Thankfully, she healed over time with no permanent injuries. Life at home may have been tough for her, but it couldn't be compared to school. At school, Dion was the subject of cruel ridicule for her appearance. Her teeth were fang-like, and she was very skinny, which gave her the nickname Vampire. Celine had always dreamed of becoming a singing star. She got her first taste of performing when she was only 5 years old, singing at her big brother's wedding. But that was only the beginning. By the age of 12, Dion wrote her first song, which was called It Was Only a Dream. This was a collaboration between Celine, her mother, and her brother Jack. The family recorded Dion singing the song and was surprised by her talent. They had no idea what to do with it though. Dion's brother, Michel, looked at the back of one of his records and noticed the name of a music manager, which was none other than René Angélil, who was a singer turned manager in Montreal. They sent the record to him. When Angélil heard Celine's voice on the recording, he broke down and cried. He had no doubt that Celine could be a big star. He contacted the Dion family and offered to help Dion begin a career. He wanted her to make a record, but that would cost a lot of money, which the Dion family simply didn't have. That's when Angélil decided to risk everything he had on young Celine Dion. Unfortunately, he didn't have enough money either, but he had a house. So he made a drastic decision and mortgaged his house to pay for a recording. The recording was La Voix du Bon Dieu, which in English means the good Lord's voice. The album was a huge success in the province of Quebec, making the 13-year-old Dion an instant star in her home province. Their goal, however, was to go international. In 1982, Dion and Angélil went to Tokyo, Japan for the Yamaha World Popular Song Festival. By the end of the festival, Dion's song had received a golden medal for the best song. They had also voted her the top performer of the entire festival. She was also the first Canadian singer to have a gold record in France. At age 18, Dion heard Michael Jackson sing, so she decided she wants to be as big of a star as he was. Angélil was supportive and believed she could do this. However, before that, there were two important things to be done. Firstly, she needed to learn to speak English, and also they realized that if Dion wanted to be a big star, she had to look like one. Dion went in for dental surgery so no one could call her a vampire again. But while Celine was getting ready for her US debut, she had a big revelation, and it marks the start of her forbidden love.